All right, guys. For those of you who don't know, my name is Sabrina Lee. I am the owner and founder of Her Way Training Institute. We're located here in Swanee, Georgia, which is about 30 minutes away from Atlanta. So we have an accredited institution here where we offer programs such as EKG, phlebotomy, medical assistant, massage therapy, CPR courses. And we have a 98% passing rate. So right now, 98% of our students that go through the program, they do pass the NHA exam. So we do test with NHA, and NHA is accepted in all 49 states. Currently, we do not take any states in the state of California, any students in the state of California. But if you're not in the state of California and you would like to enroll into our program, we are enrolling for EKG April class. Right now, that's the only program we are enrolling for. We're currently full for our phlebotomy February class, and I don't quite know when the next phlebotomy class will be, but I'll keep you guys posted. However, we do have slots available for our April EKG class. All right, so I want you guys to get a notepad and I want you to get a pen. And once you have your notepad and your pen, I want you to drop a 5 in the comment section. Anytime you take any of my classes, I want you to take notes, okay? I need you to take notes. All right. All right, so the first thing that you're going to always put at the top of your paper is what is your sales goal for the month? What is your sales goal for the month? At the top of your page, every single month, you need to know what your sales goals is. The reason for this is going to be your roadmap to your destination. This is going to be your GPS. So this is where you're going to put in your GPS as your destination. Where are you trying to go? To $8,000. Where are you trying to go? To $8,000. That's where you're trying to go. So in your GPS, you're going to put $8,000 because that's where you're trying to go. That's going to go at the top of your page as your sales goal. That should always be at the top of your page whenever you are planning out your month. How much money you want to make for that month. And if you have something like $1,500 or $2,000, it is out of fear. If you're still holding sales goals like $1,500 or $2,000, it is because you are afraid that if you put a large number on your page, you won't be successful. I always believe in having a very delulu goal. That way, that's going to push me even further. So if I make $3,000, I'm like, okay, well, if I did 3,000, I know next month I can really make my 8,000. But if you're starting off and you're telling me that your goal is $1,500, you don't believe in yourself. You know you're not going to apply yourself, and you might as well just log off, to be honest, because you're not going to put your best foot forward. And I'm just being honest with you. So our goal is going to be $8,000. The next thing that you want to do is what am I going to do to get to the $8,000? All right. So what is my focus? What is going to be my focus service or product for me to get to the $8,000? And what I'm challenging all of my students to do in this year is I want you to clean up your marketing. Oftentimes, because we are small businesses, we heard start 7 streams of income. That's what billionaires do. And we kind of took that and ran with it. You hear me? So now we selling spicy bowls. We doing a medical carrier. We doing DNA. We doing spa services. We doing all of these things. We really need to clean it up a little bit. Okay. We need to clean it up a little bit. It is all over the place. And if you feel like you're all over the place, your client is going to feel like that as well. They're not going to know what to purchase from you because they don't have a clear message. So that is the whole purpose of you writing down your goals, whether you do it on a notepad, whether you do it on your iPad, whatever, so that you can have a clear focus of this is what I'm going to accomplish this month. Okay. I want to hit $8,000. All right. What is my focus going to be? Well, we're going to be focusing right now on EKG. Okay. So we're going to talk about EKG. So, how my focus is going to be my EKG service. Well, right now we are in what is called surgery season. A lot of women like to get, and men like to get surgery during this time because it will have them just right for the summer. Also, a lot of people take their income tax and they get surgery. So right now we're in what they call surgery season. So you need to be focused on people that are about to have surgery. All right. People that are about to have surgery, one thing that they will need is they will need pre-ops done. If you are an EKG tech, you'll be able to do their mobile EKGs. Okay. You're going to create a package for specifically for people that are going to get surgery, plastic surgery. You're going to create a package for them. So this is your mobile EKG machine that you're going to use. The reason why you're going to use this is because it gives you real time and you can email their doctor directly. Okay. So you can use this machine to email their doctor directly. Oh, I can't speak this morning. And it's really simple to use, which is another reason why I love it. Okay. You connect the app to your phone, you can email the results directly to their doctor. So this is your machine. It costs about 70 bucks. All right. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So I'm going to create a package specifically for people that need that EKG done that are about to have surgery. All right. So one of the things that this machine does also is it also helps, it tells you the blood pressure and your weight. So I'm going to offer EKG. I'm going to offer vitals and a body analysis. Okay. That's what I'm going to offer to that client. But that's not enough. Okay. We are living in a time where people work really hard for their money. So they want to add value. I don't want you lowering your prices in 2026. I want you adding value. Everybody drop value in the comment section. You're not going to lower your price. You're going to add value. And the reason for that is because people are willing to pay for something if they feel like it is worth the price. So what happened was, right? Beyonce set the standards so high. So now when other people are trying to throw concerts, they're like, not you trying to not you trying to charge Beyonce prices. Why? Because of the value that she brings to her concerts. They know it's going to be a full-on production when you attend a Beyonce concert. So you should think about your business the same way. What type of value am I bringing to my clients? That's not all I'm going to offer her. I'm going to offer her her post-op kit. And people love free stuff, y'all. People love free stuff. This is the way our brains are wired. I'm going to tell her that that's going to be complimentary. I'm going to tell her that it's going to be complimentary. I'm not going to charge her anything else or him. Anything additional is going to be included in my pre-ops. Okay. So one of the things that people will need is a post-op kit after surgery. So we're going to give them everything that they need so that they, once they have the surgery, right? Once they have the surgery, they're going to have everything. So let me show you how to get everything really quick. Let me show you how to get it. All right. So the first thing that you're going to offer is, so you got your, hold on. Let's go to supplies. Let's go to supplies really quick. I'm going to tell you where you're going to get everything from. All right. Okay. And you guys, you don't necessarily need a doctor's script for the EKG, but you will need the doctor's information. So it's just best to have it because you'll need the doctor's email so you can email it over to them, okay? So just tell them to bring it. First thing you're going to go and purchase is your mobile EKG machine. We do have some on the website, guys. So if you want to purchase some, we do have, I think, like five. on the website if you want to purchase your EKG machine, but you will need this machine. So if you want to go ahead and purchase it, you will need your EKG mobile machine. It does connect to your website. I'm sorry, to your phone. Very, very simple, very easy to use. We do accept Affirm, Karna, and Sezzle. So if you want to four-way that, you can. All right. The next thing that you're going to need is some tea. Because oftentimes after surgery, it's encouraged for them to drink some type of detox tea that's not too strong on their stomach. So I really like the flat tummy tea. You're going to put the flat tummy tea in there. So our flat tummy tea is $20, but you get 28. So you don't have to give her this entire bag. You can break this bag down. You can give her seven out of this bag. Okay? You can give her seven out of that bag. Somebody do the math for me. What's 20 divided by seven? What's 20 divided by seven? All right. So we got our T, we got our EKG machine. Can I go to the next thing? Let me know yes or no in the comments. Yes or no in the comments. Okay, perfect. You're going to get your wholesale fajas. And you can let her know that they can swap these out. So if you want to start them, like in reality, y'all, they like to say that, like you want to start her in a stage one right here. So it tells you the different stages. So you're gonna go get your fajas. So let's say this we're paying about 20, I'm gonna say $25 for our fajas. Cause that's the oh wow, they have one for $8. Which one is that? Hmm. And it tells you the support level as well. So this is mid support. It does tell you the support level, which is why I like this website. Um, so we're gonna go, I'm gonna just say $25. I'm gonna just say $25 for our faja. All right. We got our faja, we got our tea. Did somebody do the math for me? For the it's $3? Okay, $3. We got our tea. We got our we need compression socks. All right. Hold on. So Amazon has 8 pairs of compression socks for $16. That's what we're gonna go with. If y'all don't want to go with that, that's fine. But that's what we're gonna go with this morning. You need to put your compression socks in there. Somebody do the math for me. 16 divided by 8. 16 divided by 8. Because they only getting one pair of compression socks. They only getting one pair. So 16 divided by 8 is how much? $2? Yeah, I do. Kayla, I do have it. Okay. So we got the faja. Oh, we need the soap. We need the soap, y'all. Hold on. We need the soap. The soap is about $10 at Walmart. Can we get that cheaper? Can we get it cheaper? Looks like Amazon has it for about $10 too. You could do this one. That's $8. This is the most common one though. I'm gonna just put $10. I'm gonna just put $10, y'all, for the soap. Okay. All right. So that's what we're gonna put in our kit. That's what we're going to put in our kit. All right. So I do this thing called the 3P formula. Okay. So this is in our kit. 3P formula. You got your faja, which we pay about $25 for. We got our tea. We're going to break it down. So we're going to pay about $3 for it. We got our socks, which we pay about $2 a piece. And then we have our soap, which we paid about $10 for. So altogether, this is going to cost you about $40. This is going to cost you $40 to make, okay? This is the 3P formula. How much did you pay? So the first P is how much did you pay for the product? How much did you pay for the product? All right. What's happening is small business owners are starting these businesses and they're not calculating how much they actually paid for something. Okay. So $40 is how much you paid for this kit. Remember, you're also adding a service. So your service is going to be $150. That is our baseline for our service. Our service is $150. So your first P is $150 plus the $40 that you paid for your product to put in the bag. Okay? The second P, this is what gets a lot of you guys, and this is why when people start selling stuff, they feel like they're not making a profit. They feel like they're not making a profit because they're not. They feel like they're not making a profit because they're not. They're not because they haven't done their 3P formula. They're just going off of, really, to be honest, sometimes y'all just be going off vibes. Like, if you ever told yourself, I can't price that. I can't charge that much. If you have ever told yourself that you can't pay that, like you can't charge that, go on the Tiffany's website, y'all. Okay, these are some sunglasses. These are some LV sunglasses. I want to say I paid about $400 for them. It might have been 500. I can't remember. For some sunglasses. All right. So whenever you tell yourself that you can't charge something, you're actually talking yourself out of it. You're talking yourself out of it. So 150 is your base price for your EKG service that you're going to offer. Because remember, you're doing the EKG. You're also going to do their vitals, which is their blood pressure, because the machine does all of it. And then you're also going to do their weight because the machine does all of that. Then you're going to tell them that you're going to offer them a post-op kit complimentary. So the kit is going to be complimentary. Never use the word free. You always want to use the word complimentary, okay? So altogether, you are at 190, but you still haven't made any profit off of your kits. You haven't made any profit off of your kits yet. So if you wanted to make about $50 profit off of your kit, you're now looking at, what is that? 90 plus 150. How much is that, y'all? How much is 90 plus 150? You're like, girl, I ain't signed up to go to yeah, the machine takes the weight. It tells you that on the back of it. It tells you blood pressure, activity, and weight data. The machine takes all of it. 240. But you're doing sales psychology. Psychology says that you are going to have your prices in a 4, a 7, and a 9. That's what sales psychology says. Sales psychology says that if you want someone to purchase something for you from you, if you want a higher conversion rate, you need to end in 4, 7, or 9. So we're doing our service for $249. Oh, well, you can do 299 too. You can do 299. I'm gonna use the base price of 249, y'all. That's what I'm gonna use that base price of. Okay. All right. So let's do our roadmap again. I am trying to get to $8,000. That is my goal. That's where I'm going. $8,000. I'm trying to get to $8,000. How am I going to get to $8,000? I am going to charge $249. That is not all profit. You cannot count the whole 249. Why? Because you are spending $40 on product. So you're only profiting about $200 per person. You're only profiting $200 per person. All right. I don't believe in overworking myself. I don't believe in overworking myself. So what am I going to do? I'm going to set my sales goal as 2 clients a day. I'm going to set my sales goal at 2 clients a day. Okay? So that means I'm making $400 a day. That means I'm making $2,000 a week. That means I'm making $8,000 a month as an EKG tech. Stop. Nobody can tell me that certifications don't pay. It saddens me when I see people get on my live sometimes and they tell me things like, oh, I've been an EKG tech for 15 years and the most I've ever made was $15 an hour. That means you have been around a lot of poor people. Not just like money wise poor. I mean literally poor mindset people. Because you are supposed to look at whatever you invest in and say, how can I flip this 3 times? And if you have stayed at a job for that long, paying that low in this economy, there's a problem. You haven't been around nobody that has told you or taught you any better. So this is your pre-op package that you can offer as an EKG tech. What are you going to invest in? How much is it going to cost you? And that's another thing that we need to always make sure that we're doing. How much is this business going to cost me to start? How much is this business going to cost me to start? Okay? Because right now I'm working on I'm on a budget. All right. I'm on a budget. So how much is this going to cost me to start? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get certified. So for those of you who are trying to get certified, we do have a hybrid program. If you're not in Georgia, you still have to complete your clinicals. You can either come to Georgia to complete your clinicals, or you would have to find someone in your home state to complete your clinicals. But it is 80% online. All of your coursework is done online, and then you have to come in for your clinicals. Guys, we test with NHA. NHA is accepted in all 49 states. The only state we cannot take students in is going to be California. All right. The fastest way is going to be for you to come to Georgia to complete your clinicals. Because once you leave Georgia for those 2 days, you're going to leave with your clinicals, and you're also going to leave after you take your exam. So the fastest way is going to be to come to Georgia, come to the school, complete your clinicals. Right now, we do have some scholarship money available, which is going to drop your program down to $349. This is on a first come, first serve basis. We are enrolling for April. We're currently enrolling for April. So right now, because we are enrolling for April, we always tell you your clinical dates a month in advance. So we give you at least a month notice of your clinical dates, but they're usually on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on the instructor schedule, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay. Yay. So that's the fastest way to get this program completed. Once you get the program completed, how are you going to make money off of it? I just taught you just now in a 30-minute class how you're going to take a $349 certification, get certified, and start making $8,000 a month. One of the places that you need to go to immediately, and I mean immediately, is Facebook. You need to go on Facebook and you need to find the surgery girls. There are surgery groups all over Facebook. There are surgery groups all over Facebook. Not really. You can contact the free clinics. Usually our students find their internships in the free clinic. So in order for you to get the scholarship, make sure you use the code EKG 2026. Make sure you use the code EKG 2026. That is going to give you your scholarship code. It is on a first come, first serve basis. Right now, we don't have any slots available for January, February, or March. We're currently enrolling for April. The price is $349. That does not include your NHA price. Your NHA, you have to pay them directly for the exam, and that's $129. So how much is this going to cost you to start? You're looking at $349 for the course. How much is this going to cost you to start? You're looking at $349 for the course. You're looking at $129 to pay for your state exam. You're looking at $70 for your machine and about $548. So you can start this business for about, I would say $700. Let me tell you why. Because you are going to need insurance. Insurance is about $25 a month. So you are going to need insurance. Um, and then I would just get like some cute bags made. Like if you guys know anybody that can make some bags for you, I would get the bags done. It's on a first come first serve basis. So like when we started in January, we had enough to cover for $299 was your price. Right now we got enough to cover for $349. I don't know how much we will be able to offer by the end of February. Okay, let me show y'all something real quick before I let y'all go. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Don't judge me, y'all, because I haven't gotten ready for the day yet. I just woke up and started doing my content. But get you some bags like this to put all of your stuff in and just get your company's logo on it. So, and this is what you're going to put the faja in, the compression socks. This is free marketing because she's going to take this with her on the trip. She's going to take the entire bag with her on the trip. So you want to make sure that you have your logo. I would even put my website on it. I would even put my website on it. So like I got these bags made. It says the Snatch Technician, and I'm going to put some kits in it. I'm selling some stuff, but these are like some inexpensive bags that you can get made. I will put my logo on it and I will put my website on it. That way, when she's at the airport or if she's at a recovery home, they see her bag. You want that free marketing any chance that you get, okay? Yes. Yes. So just you want to always make sure that you are branding your stuff. So she's going to be reusing that bag over and over again. And remember, when you are selling this service, you are going to say it is complimentary. So you get your pre-ops done and you get your post-op kits. Don't get, and one of the things that you can tell them is Don't overpay for your faja. We are giving that alone is going to make people want to purchase because fajas are expensive, y'all. Fajas are expensive. So 249, they getting a deal because if they go to that surgery place and try to buy a faja, it's going to be expensive. Hold on, I'm about to show you something. Um, so I just want to give y'all a couple of things that you can use when you are trying to sell this. Okay. So your first of all is going to be your heart ready pre-op package. Your heart ready pre-op package. That's what we're gonna call it. Okay, y'all. Your heart ready pre-op package. So with your heart ready pre-op package, they're going to receive everything that they need to they're going to only thing that's not included is the pre-op labs, and that you have to do those if you are a phlebotomist. You if you are a phlebotomist, you can add that, and of course your price would be higher. But if you're not, so if honestly, Shannon, you can create a whole pre-op package if you are a phlebotomist. So if you are a phlebotomist, you can offer them everything for pre-op, the lab work, the EKG, and the bundle. But your price wouldn't be 249. Okay, your price wouldn't be 249. For all of that, I would say 399 and make sure you accept HSA. That's another thing, y'all. We're gonna accept HSA, FSA. We're gonna accept FSA, HSA. So they can use their card with you as well for everything. They can use their card for everything. Also, let them know you accept Afterpay. For 399, they can use Afterpay for their pre-op. They can't go no place else and use Afterpay. Why would I get my pre-op labs done with Shannon? Because Shannon accepts Afterpay. That's why. And I'm using all my money for the surgery. I'm using all my money for the surgery. I'm using all my extra money to buy a hotel because I'm going out of town. So I need to save every dollar I can. And with if I go to Shannon, I get my pre-ops done. Plus, she giving me a complimentary snatch kit, lipo kit. So now I don't got to pay for a faja. I don't have to pay for compression socks. I don't have to pay for my teas. Everything is included besides the damn massages. Everything is included. So Shannon is a one-stop shop. And I can use my FSA card or my HSA card or my Afterpay. Come on, y'all. Y'all sleeping. The last time I taught something like this, and I think I'm gonna run this like all month. I think I'm gonna talk about this all month because it came to my mind. It came to my mind, and whenever God tells me to do something, I like to be obedient. So I think I'm gonna run this all month because the last time that I told my students about these things, I told them to do these take-home kits, right? I have students now making anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000 a month from them take-home kits. And I taught them that like 2 years ago. So I know that if I teach this and it goes with the right person is going to take this and they're going to run it. They're going to run it. Okay? All right. If you're in any of my mentorships, I will definitely send out the replay to you if you're in any of my mentorships. If you are ready to become a certified EKG tech, please register now um while we have enough scholarship money that is going to cover a large majority of your tuition. That's what we want. We want to make sure that you are not paying a lot of money. We do believe that certification should be affordable. Um, it is 80% online and then you still have to complete your clinicals. So we do have 4 live sessions that you have to log in for. 2 are mandatory, 2 are optional. They're all in the evenings at 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. So it's very 9 to 5 friendly. The program is 9 to 5 friendly. If you have children, all of the things, I do feel like you are still able to complete this program. All right. Any questions before I let you guys go? And my director just emailed me. We only have 3 slots available for April class. So if you're trying to get into the April class, we have 2 slots available. 3 slots, I'm sorry, 3 slots. 3 slots available for this April class at 349. All right, guys. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. Oh, here's the website if y'all want to. Yeah, if you want to just secure your price, email us. Once you pay, email us and let us know that you want to get entered into like the May or the June class, and we can add you to that May or June class. It's just that we can't guarantee that price. We can't guarantee that price later on in life because it goes off of first come, first serve. All right. Waist deer, Shannon. Waist deer. I'll add the replay to y'all dashboard. I'll add the replay to your dashboard today. All right, guys. Have a great day. Y'all be safe. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the class. Have a great day, guys.